Hey guys, welcome back to 12 Days of Kathmas. I'm Kath. I make videos about cruelty-free cosmetics, and today's video is super exciting. I'm doing a full face of $1 makeup. Have a whole slew of items from Shopmissa, which is a website where pretty much everything is $1. So I'm doing a full face of their in-house brand AOA Studio, which is a cruelty-free brand. They have a couple things that are over $1, and those things that are over $1, like the extra money gets donated to charity. So I'm like okay with paying $1.50 versus $1 if that 50 cents is going to charity. And all this stuff is really good quality. This is like a mixture of first impressions and stuff that I've been using for a while. You guys see me use their sponge all the time. You guys see me use their brushes all the time. These like cute little brushes with the pink handle I literally use in so many of my tutorials. I love them so much. I use their lashes a lot. They have really they have good quality stuff, not just for the price. Like, it's just flat out good quality stuff. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I think this is a great brand. If you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe. We're in the middle of 12 Days of Kathmas right now, where I post 12 videos in a row to celebrate the holiday season. And at the end of this video, I also have a giveaway coming, so super exciting. Stay tuned till the end for information on that. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I did not get an eye primer. I just completely forgot. So I'm gonna try out the concealer and setting powder that I got as an eye primer. I've been setting my eyes a lot lately. So this is their little liquid concealer. You get 0.34 ounces in here, which is honestly like a lot of concealer, especially for $1. Packaging is super cute. And I'm the shade Porcelain in this. So I'm just spreading this out with my AOA Wonder Teardrop Sponge. And then this is their brightening setting powder. So this is the one that's like the peachy shade. This looked like it would be best for me. Okay, it's not coming out of this sifter very easily. Okay, I'm just taking the E126 brush from them, and I'm using that to set my eyelids. I normally don't use a sponge when I'm setting my eyelids because it just puts too much powder down and I don't want a ton. So the shadows are all of First Impressions today. They have these single shadows on their website, and they were all $1 when I bought them. I'm not sure what the full price is. I think the full price might be $2, but it seems like they're on sale a lot because I've checked a couple of times. So I'm starting out with this one. It's the shade Cashmere, which is like your typical rusty medium brown shade. And I'm using the AOA E126 again. And the little magnetic palette is also from them. I think this is so cute. So this was like $6. So there are a couple of things on their website that aren't $1. But I mean, $6 for like this is a high quality feeling magnetic palette. And they have a ton of cute patterns. They have this like white marble one and this wooden one. I was almost like, I wish I had known this existed before I spent like however much money on my like not so cute ColourPop magnetic palettes, because this is adorable. Like the flamingos, are you kidding me? That's so cute. Okay, so this is a very pigmented eyeshadow. I went like a little boring with the colors that I got, partially because like some of the purples that I was interested in were sold out, and I also just figured the average person is going to be more interested in neutrals, so I should test out the neutrals. Okay, that's a really pretty brown. It's very soft. It did get a little bit of kickback in the pan, but it blended out super nicely. And I'm going to use this shade Enigma, which is a more like deeper cool toned brown. I'm hoping that these like go together. This is an AOA E127. It's still like a nice fluffy brush. It has just a little bit more of a tapered point to it. And I'm just going back and forth in the outer corner with that. Alright, those really did blend together nice and easily. I feel like I get really decent pigmentation out of these for like the amount on my brush. I want to just kind of build this up just for the heck of it to see how dark it can get. I do have class today, so I'm not trying to be like full like going to the club smoky eye. But this is the E128 from that little brush roll. And I'm just kind of packing that in the outer corner a little bit. I do have black shadow in here too. I don't think I'm gonna put that on my upper lids because like I said, I have class and I'm just like not really feeling the whole like intense eye thing today. I have two lid shade options. These are their velour eyeshadows, which sound like they might be like the Super Shock shadow. I have Prayer, which is a very light white shade, and Lucky Star, which is this like pretty rosy mauvey looking shade. So I'm gonna do Lucky Star on the eye. I have a feeling this is the type of shade that you want to apply with your finger, just because it is that softer looking formula, but I'm gonna try it with a brush just to see. Yeah, the brush is kind of just like pushing this around in here. This is the 131, which is your standard flat concealer brush. Let's see. Yeah, I mean like you can put it on with a brush, but like I'm just gonna use my finger. Like that's what I would do for a shade like this. This feels sort of similar to a Super Shock shadow, but it's a little creamier. This kind of reminds me more of way back when I used to use L'Oreal. They had these infallible like shadow singles. They feel a little more like that. That's a really pretty color. I've been into my pinkies and my mauves lately, if you couldn't tell. And this is so up my alley. God, this would look so pretty paired with those pinky colors from my ColourPop Bare Necessities palette. I know what I'm doing later. Alright, so one of their like most standout products to me is their lashes. You can get a pair of lashes for $1, or some of their most popular lashes come in this set of 6 for $5.80. So this is the Alexis lash. I've been buying this for like 2 years. It's honestly like the same as my favorite Ardell Wispies. Like these are so crusty looking, but like they're the same lash and they're so cheap. Like I can't recommend buying their lashes enough, especially if you're like me and you like take your lashes off and forget where you put them, and then it's like you can't reuse them. I'm just gonna do the teensiest little bit of eyeliner. This one's not from AOA because I totally forgot to get an eyeliner from them, but I cannot put lashes down without having eyeliner on. Well, I can, but it's gonna look bad. So sometimes I smoke out the top of my eyeliner, so I'm gonna use that like black shadow for that. This is called Stranger, and this is the 134 brush. It's like a pointy little pencil tip, and I was kind of going back and forth up there. Alright, I've never used their lash glue before. I've always just used my own Kiss lash glue. This is the AOA Super Strip Lash Adhesive. Fingers crossed that this doesn't irritate my eyes, because sometimes lash glues do. It matches the eyeshadow palette I got. How cute is that? Their branding is so like cohesive and on point. I love it. I'm so bad at putting on lashes, so like I apologize in advance for however this goes. I never do it on camera. Ever, and you're about to see why. Parts of these are low-key glued onto my actual eyelashes, and I honestly don't know if that's better or worse than them being glued halfway to my eyelid like they normally are. For my actual face, I'm using the AOA Perfect BB Cream. I'm saying AOA before everything, like we don't know. I have the color Light, and I don't remember if this is the lightest or the second lightest, to be perfectly honest. I use this a lot. It's really good. It has really good coverage, honestly, especially considering it's called a BB cream. They also have a newish drop foundation. The Taylor did a review on that and absolutely loved it, and she's like the foundation queen, so she's pretty picky about her foundations. I normally don't use a primer with this because it is like a BB cream and it does have like a little bit of moisturizing in it and whatnot. If I do use a primer, I'll just use like a pore filling primer. I didn't buy one of their primers just because I don't want to just buy stuff for the heck of it, only for the sake of the video. I wanted to buy stuff that I was like actually interested in using, and since I don't really use a primer with this often, that didn't pique my interest. But yeah, putting this on, this works really well with a brush or a sponge. They have a foundation brush that's literally the same as the Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, And like, to be perfectly honest, like I've had this the same amount of time as my Sigma F80, and that one's getting loose on the top and this one isn't. So I don't know what the tea is there, but this sponge is fan-frickin-tastic. Like, it just presses everything into the skin so nicely. It's so big and squishy, and it's $1.55. Like, are you kidding me? And we're trying this concealer. This concealer is a first impression, so we'll see how this goes. I'm starting out with a tiny little bit. It says you don't need a lot for it to be high coverage, and I don't wear a ton of concealer anyways. I wouldn't call that full coverage with the amount that I used, but it did blend out really nicely, and it looks like it has a decent radiant finish under the eyes. The real tea with concealers is usually the wear time, not how they look upon first application. I like the squeezy tube for the concealer. It feels like it would be nice if you have a makeup kit and you do makeup on other people. This powder, the sifter, not a fan. So normally when I set my eyes, I only set my under eyes or like sometimes my little T-zone area. So I'll just put the powder on the corner of a damp sponge and just press it in right under there. I don't like the sifter on the powder, but the actual powder itself looks nice. I'd probably try to figure out a way to like take out this little, oh, that would come out really easily actually. Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm gonna have a powder explosion on myself. All right, I'm trying out their brow pomade today. This looks like it'll be a good color for me. It is just dark brown, and it's a nice cool tone of dark brown. And I use their, what is this one? The E133 brush, also from that brush roll that I freaking love from them. Okay, I'm starting off with a really little bit. Brow pomades make me nervous sometimes, but I've also just kind of been liking them more. I've been finding myself reaching for my Anastasia brow pomade off camera a lot. I like went through a phase where I was just like scared of it forever because I used to do like these bold blocky brows when I used brow pomade, and that's like not my vibe anymore. This is definitely not like as creamy and pigmented as the Anastasia Dip Brow is when you first open it. Like if you've ever owned that, you know it's like you literally just need one dot and you can do your whole eyebrow with that. And it is like a little difficult to use when you first open it because it is so creamy and pigmented. So I think it actually is like maybe a good thing that this isn't so like bold when you do your brows with it, because it's a lot more beginner friendly. And then I'm using their Go Brow Brow Gel. This is a favorite of mine as well. This is in dark brown. This and the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel are my two favorites. The reason that I like the Brow Boss Gel more, honestly, is just because it doesn't dry out as quickly. Like, I would go through these so quickly, and it's like fine from a cost standpoint because they're $1, but I just like, I feel bad throwing out like a plastic tube every month, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna do some highlighters. This is their loose highlighter in the shade Galactic. I really like loose highlighters. This is like a peachy shade, peachy pink. And I'm using a BH Cosmetics V12 brush. I don't have a highlighter brush from AOA. This does seem like a more subtle highlighter. I just used a pretty decent amount of it. I think it's partially just because it's close to my skin tone. It is pretty glittery, so if you don't like glittery highlighters, you wouldn't like this for sure. And then I'm using their blush in the shade Mod. This looks like a nice like tea rose type of shade. What brush am I gonna use? Let's see. I use this Morphe brush. That's a cute blush. I did get a cream contour from them, but I'm not really feeling contouring today. This is more of like a nice easygoing natural look, and I don't always contour on a day-to-day basis. I'm gonna do my lazy under eye like usual. So this is the brush that I use the dark brown on, and I'm just pinching it, running it along under here. I'm gonna go in with like one more dot. then I'm just going to put a touch of Prayer, this light one, on my inner eye. Whoa, that's intense. Then I got 2 lip glosses because I couldn't resist. This one is the Diamond lip gloss, and this is the Lip Pop clear lip gloss. I also really like their lip oils. I've used the lip oils quite a bit. All of mine are used up right now. So I'm gonna layer these. This is the clear one. That feels really nice and moisturizing. That feels a lot like the e.l.f. Jelly Pop gloss that I really love. And then what I like to do is like put just a sparkly lip gloss in the center of my lips. So this is the shade Posh. And I'll just like layer it for just a little added bit of texture. It's a little hard to get out of here. And this is the final look. Everything looks super nice in my opinion. My skin, I'm loving it, and the powder and concealer are new to me. I already knew I loved the BB cream. Out of the new stuff that I tried, I definitely think that I like the clear lip gloss and the like shadow, the velour eyeshadow. I think that's super gorgeous on the eye. You guys know I love my like metallic textured creamy eyeshadows. Hi, it's me from 2 hours later. That girl is a fake. Don't trust her. These cute little creamy things are not for my eyes. They creased like bananas, like oh my god. These cream things, I'd probably recommend like setting them down, especially if you have more like hooded eyes. So yeah, thank you. Interjection over. The single shadows were good too, they're just like brown eyeshadows, so I'm not like excited over them, but I definitely think you would be happy with them if you got them. And I still am loving all the brushes and things that I own from them. So now it's giveaway time. Woo! This is a big giveaway. I wanted to do something that's like really beginner friendly, and I wanted to pull together some stuff from AOA that's like my all-time favorites from them, but that like will work on any skin tone. In this giveaway, all this stuff is for one winner. I have the AOA Studio Paw Paw brush set, which I literally use all the time. I use this in like all of my videos. Not this specific one, but I use brushes from that brush set in most of my videos. I got 4 face brushes. I don't want to open them, and I honestly forget like what the purpose of each of these brushes is, but there's like, I know there's like a highlighter and an angled brush and a blush brush in here, I believe. So kind of like all the essentials for face powder are in here. I have a 6-pack of my favorite lashes from them, the Alexis Lash, as well as one of their lash glues. And I also have one of the Wonder Teardrop Blenders. This is my holy grail sponge. I guarantee you're gonna fall in love with it. And then if you're a beginner, super beginner, and you don't even have like eyeshadows to use your new brush roll with, I have 2 eyeshadow palettes in this giveaway as well. This is the Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. So there are 3 sections, and it has bronzers and matte eyeshadows in here. And then so you have some shimmer eyeshadows too. I have this e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow Palette. So this Tarte palette came in a BoxyCharm, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna give this away because it's really similar in shades to the Tarteist Pro palette, and I love Tarte's eyeshadow formula and how it smells and everything. So I wanted to share the love instead of having multiples of the same shadows and formula in my collection. And then I have honestly not tried this palette personally, but I've seen other people really rave about it, so I feel like it'll be a good one. If it's not, I'm so sorry. But everything else in here I've tried. I know I love it, and I know you'll love it too. So all the details to enter that giveaway will be in the description box down below. Definitely make sure you check that out, and I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills giveaway running right now as well. If you enjoyed hanging out and doing a full face of makeup with me, you should definitely check out my full face of my favorite makeup from 2019 as well. I will pop that over here. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!